Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
The Senate claws back spending, floods hit the Northeast, inflation rising, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Senate Republicans again coalesced behind President Donald Trump's multi-billion-dollar spending clawback package and propelled the legislation through its final procedural hurdle, again with the aid of Vice President J.D. Vance. Lawmakers will now go back and forth through 10 hours of debate on the bill, where Senate Democrats are expected to bleed time and slam the legislation for its cuts to foreign aid and public broadcasting funding. At least 2 people died in Plainfield, New Jersey after flash flooding swept their car into Cedar Brook during a record-setting storm that inundated parts of New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Virginia Monday night. New York City logged 2.64 inches of rain in Central Park, its wettest July 14th on record, as subway stations and highways flooded, disrupting commutes and rail lines. States of emergency were declared across the region, with rainfall topping 6 inches in some areas and more storms expected through Thursday. Emergency crews responded to dozens of water rescues across Pennsylvania and New Jersey. The government is accelerating adoption of artificial intelligence technology, beginning with the U.S. Department of Defense, using Grok, the AI chatbot embedded into X. Elon Musk's startup, xAI, announced on Monday a $200 million government contract as the Defense Department aims to address national security concerns with AI technology. It's also rolling out what it called Grok for Government, a suite of products that can be customized for specific uses across science and healthcare, among other items. JP Morgan kicked off earnings season with a solid beat, posting $15 billion in profit as corporate deal-making rebounded more than expected last quarter. Citigroup, meanwhile, smashed expectations, reporting total revenue that was up by 16% from the same period a year ago. Wells Fargo also reported higher second quarter profits after the Federal Reserve lifted its asset cap, though its stock fell after it lowered its annual forecast for net income. Overall, it was a more good than bad day for the U.S.'s biggest banks, providing further evidence that they're weathering the tariff-induced economic uncertainty better than most. The Consumer Price Index, a broad-based measure of goods and services costs, increased 0.3% on the month, putting the 12-month inflation rate at 2.7%, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported on Tuesday. The numbers were right in line with the Dow Jones consensus, though the annual rate is the highest since February and still above the Federal Reserve's 2% target. Excluding volatile food and energy prices, core inflation picked up 2.2% on the month and an annual rate of 2.9%, with the annual rate in line with estimates. The monthly level was slightly below the outlook for a 0.3% gain. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.